Hey everybody, it's Mark C. Winters, and I want to talk to you about something today that we call the Integrator Engagement Matrix. It's a simple 2x2 matrix that I'm going to slowly walk you through one axis at a time. All right, we'll start with the engagement axis. So the engagement axis runs across here, real simple, up and down, high at the top, low at the bottom. So when you think about engagement as an integrator, let's start with the definition of an integrator. An integrator is the leader of a company's leadership team. They hold that leadership team accountable. They beat the drum. They break the ties. They harmoniously integrate all the major functions, and they accept ultimate accountability for achieving results. Now, some things that you may think of as integrator things that aren't necessarily specific to the integrator: level 10 facilitation. Just because you facilitate and lead the level 10 for the leadership team, that does not make you the integrator. There are a lot of other leaders that may lead that level 10 meeting, so somebody else can do that just as well as you can. Also, EOS teaching. Really, that's probably the EOS implementer that's doing that, and that's not something that is necessarily taught and driven by the integrator. The integrator is accountable for making sure that that EOS operating system is followed by all, okay? So now, as an indicator of where you fall on this axis, I want you to think about the Rocket Fuel Power Index, okay? The Rocket Fuel Power Index. So this tool looks at the 8 mindsets of a visionary integrator duo. We've got a range. If you're at the top of each of these mindsets, you can be as high as 96 points. If you're at the bottom of all these mindsets, you're somewhere down around 8. So I want you to think about where you fall on this tool. Hopefully you've taken it. Hopefully you're taking this assessment every quarter. But where you fall on this tool is a really good indicator of where you fall on the engagement axis of this matrix. Okay? Now, the focus axis is about your time and your energy. I want you to think about it as the total horsepower that you have available to bring to the world. How much of that is dedicated to this integrator seat? Okay? The range for you is 0, none of it, to 100%, all of it. Now, a couple of notes. If you're full-time sitting in a bunch of other seats, then you aren't really 100% in that integrator seat. You can't be. There's a chunk of you that's going to these other seats. Same is true if you're part-time and maybe you're working across multiple companies, your number's going to probably be less as well. So you got to think about all of the horsepower, all the time and energy that you bring to the world, how much of it is actually going into this specific integrator seat. And I want you to plot that as well. Okay? You may find that, you know what? You fall somewhere down here. You're spending a lot of time, but you haven't been given the opportunity to fully engage in that integrator seat yet. You might find yourself somewhere over here where, you know what, you don't have a lot of integrator responsibilities and you're not able to actually be there very much. You're maybe just facilitating the level 10s. Maybe you fall somewhere down here. Or maybe you're engaging somewhere up above the line, but you've got 2 or 3 other seats that you sit in. You're still running ops. You're running the finance seat. So you're just not able to give the integrator seat the time and attention that it needs and frankly that it deserves. And so you fall somewhere over here. Or maybe you're actually over here and you're spending most, if not all of your time focused on driving that integrator seat, and you're driving that Rocket Fuel Power Index score higher and higher, becoming more and more engaged. These are the integrators over here that we want. These are the integrators over here that we need. They're the powerful integrators that make the big difference. They change the world. That upper right quadrant, you want to drive to that place. So 3 key points to wrap this one up. If you're full-time, but you're in many seats, then you're not really full-time as an integrator. And full-time doesn't always correlate with high engagement. You may have the title of integrator, but you're somewhere way down here on the engagement axis. That's not changing the world. I want you to focus on driving up and to the right, up and to the right. Everything you're doing, drive it up and to the right. Till next time, go Rocket.